Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 147th installment of what I like to call What I Eat Wednesdays, where we take a look at some of those What I Eat in a Day as a Fat Person videos on TikTok. Please be sure to check out a video I released over the weekend on my second channel about how JoJo Siwa thinks she's a genius. Here's a link. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Is what I eat in a day is a happy fat woman. She's so happy. Look at her. Had a little
She is so happy. Look at her. We haven't seen from this person in a minute.
morning snack after a shower. One might call it breakfast. I had these jumbo blueberries. They're
I call it brekkie.
so big. That one.
Dude, I've had some blueberries like that recently too, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm not complaining though. Blueberry the size of your eyeball.
Looks a little bit like hunchback. Very excited.
Wait, what?
So big. That one looks a little bit like hunchback.
It had a hunchback.
Very excited for my lunch that is sponsored by my grandma. Now, I do have to say, I find it entirely embarrassing to need to lift on my tippy toes to reach something, but, you know, we're just gonna get past that. Grandma's fine.
There's nothing embarrassing about being a little bit shorter than the shelf you're trying to reach. Sometimes you gotta get on those tippies. It's all good.
The darndest thing. So I had this Starbucks grilled cheese with a cold block.
Hold on, you said this was sponsored by Grandma, so she bought it for you? I thought that meant that she, like, made it, but apparently
Embarrassing to need to lift
she
on my
bought it.
tippy toes to reach something, but, you know, we're just gonna get past that. Grandma's find the darndest thing. So I had this Starbucks grilled cheese with a cold block of cheese, but I added a little bit of tuna to make a tuna melt, and then I had
What are you talking about, Starbucks? I had this Starbucks grilled cheese.
Starbucks grilled cheese with a cold block of cheese, but I added a little bit of tuna to make a tuna melt, and then
Okay, I don't know why you mentioned Starbucks. It appears that you made yourself a tuna melt. Which is freaking delicious, by the way. Oh my god, I love a tuna melt. You put a little garlic, dude. Put a little garlic powder on that SOB. Oh my goodness, now we're doing things. It's good without it though, too, dude.
I had Panera autumn squash soup. Also sponsored by my grandma. I
Also sponsored by my grandma. Alright, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
don't know how she got both these items, but they're on me now. I was feeling
Okay, you made a tuna melt. What were you talking about, Starbucks?
a bit peckish, and I'm really trying hard to actually eat the fruits and vegetables that I put into my fridge.
Putting them in the fridge is only half the battle, man. It's good that we put a bunch of fruit and veg in that fridge. We're finally getting healthy. Oh, now we gotta eat it? Oh, man. Stupid ass cucumbers, dude. I don't want to eat that. Stupid. Dumb. The worst part about healthy eating is eating the healthy food. Am I right? It's so annoying. I just want to put it in the fridge and make a nice little display. Like that fridge decorating video that I made a while back. Go watch my second channel, dude. It's pretty alright.
So I had a little mini cucumber, a little bit of salt, a little bit of ranch, and of course a cute cat on the side.
I'm not sure what everybody's obsession with raw vegetables dipped in ranch is. I don't think it's really that good for you. I think it's whatever. Go back.
Look at that baby. We went
Look at that baby.
Looks delicious.
to our friend's place to play some games, and I had some protein chips on the way.
No! Dude, I cannot believe the prevalence of protein chips and other protein products. They literally take any product, add some extra protein to it, and market it as a health food now. Like, it's the same stupid chips. It just has more protein, and clearly they added some fiber to it because it has 3 grams of net carbs. If it has 20 grams of carbs, they'll put in 18 grams of fiber, and then they can claim it only has 2 grams of net carbs.
I'm not a huge fan of like the pop chips, but I do really like this brand of chips. Had a late night
Well, I mean, it's hard to dislike chips.
dinner, so of course that meant Taco Bell.
No! What did we get?
I got a bean burrito, add rice, and these like
Add rice? What the heck, dude? You're doing everything backwards.
I got a bean burrito, add rice, and
I always tell them to remove the rice and other additional filler that's inside my burrito. Damn it, my frickin' poster's falling again.
Damn it! Stupid frickin' poster, what are you doing? Daddy's never gonna be a star if you keep falling down! Stop falling down! Daddy needs to be a star.
All right, I had to put that stupid poster back. I didn't cry or anything. That would have been weird.
Add rice and these like little mini chalupas that also have cheese.
Okay, mini chalupas that also have cheese on the outside with potato. Okay, so they put some carbs inside the carbs and wrapped it in carbs. Okay, that's good.
On the outside with potato. I don't really know what they're called. My husband orders them. I put a little extra ranch and I love the mango fiesta, but like it was not hitting. It was very watered down.
All right, let's take a look at that one and add it up. All right, so you started the day off with blueberries. Nothing wrong with that. They were ginormous. After that, you said you went to Starbucks, which was sponsored by Grandma, but then you showed yourself making a tuna melt, I believe, and with it you had some Panera soup. After that, you had some cucumber dipped in ranch, and then you had some protein chips. Further on into the evening for dinner, you decided to have a bean burrito with added rice from a fast food establishment with 2 chalupas and a soda on the side. All right, after much deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 2 out of 10. I gave you an extra point for that tuna melt. I don't know if it really came from Starbucks or what was going on with that. To increase your score, I would recommend ditching the soup from the fast food establishment, as well as the protein chips and the dinner from the fast food establishment as well. I would keep the blueberries. I would make sure that that tuna melt had a very heavy focus on protein, and then that should be fine. I would ditch all the pre-made and fast food from this day and substitute another home-cooked meal with a heavy focus on protein. Instead of getting a bean burrito with additional rice, we could grill some chicken, put it in a tortilla with some onions and bell peppers, and eat a fajita, or fajita as I like to call it. We can recreate several different versions of burritos, tacos, etc. that have a heavy focus on protein and a lesser focus on carbs. Next.
What I eat in a day is a person over 300 pounds.
Okay, I want to clarify something right here. When I go on TikTok, I search what I eat in a day as a fat person. So when you see me reacting to these videos, I found them by searching that hashtag. I am not calling any of these people fat at all.
For breakfast, I had
Oh my God, no you didn't. Oh no. For breakfast, just throw that right away. Just go back to bed. I swear. I swear to God. This breakfast ain't even worth it, man. I'm going back to bed.
crumble cookie.
That's not just any old cookie either. That's one of those giant, insane crumble cookies that's like 1,000 calories for one. Okay, I just looked it up. Apparently there are some cookies that have over 2,000 calories, and the AI seems to be really confused here. It says, while some crumble cookies can have over 1,200 calories, none are officially listed as having over 2,000 calories. The highest calorie crumble cookie listed is the birthday cake cookie featuring Oreo, which contains 2,200 calories. Okay, that's more than 2,000. All right, I don't know what's going on with the AI here, but that's completely insane.
I only took a few bites out of each one. I had
Stop.
the Reese's, the golden
Is that what that is, Reese's? Oh my God, get that thing away from me.
Oreo cookie.
Oh my God, they all look really good, honestly, if I'm being real. But we shouldn't start our day off with that. Oh my God, we're setting a crazy precedent. No blood sugar spike is going to compare to this first one.
Regular Oreo one.
Thanks for flapping your ears, Lily.
And then also the carrot cake. Out of all of those, I think carrot cake was my favorite, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why people are hyping up crumble cookie because it was really not that good. But I feel like I haven't got crumble
It's not that good.
since like maybe last year. For a little snack lunch, I got McDonald's. I got a small fry and 2 McChickens.
A little snack lunch? Good old McChicken. Okay, so we had some cookies, now we're having some Whack Arnold's.
Later on, we did go get some food.
Some actual food. Later on, we went and ate some food, because thus far I haven't.
We went and got some like Mexican food or Tex-Mex. From there, we got chips with salsa and queso.
Okay, you're not going to show that part, I guess.
We didn't finish either of those, and then my main course was a chimichanga with...
Oh boy, those chimichangas are deadly, man. I will go completely nuts on those things.
The beans and rice was super good. And then after that, we went to the movies and we saw Sinners. Let me know if you guys have seen it and what you guys thought about it.
I've never seen it or heard of it. Okay, now we're seeing the chimichanga, rice, beans, all this stuff. Okay. I love me a Mexican restaurant, man. Oh my goodness.
Because I loved it. At the movies, we got
What the hell is that?
a large popcorn.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. What the hell was that? All right, this all looks good. Oh, yeah, it looks pretty appetizing. Oh my God, what the hell is that? Okay, so is that the bowl that you regurgitated all the food into after you chewed it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, man. Dang it. Quit being weird, man. That does look like regurgitated food. So that's probably like a broccoli cheddar. I'm just an idiot, clearly. I don't know what that is, so I'm not writing it down.
We got a large popcorn, 2 slushies, and 2 candies. I got the Bunch of Crunch.
She said 2 candies as well. All right, let's take a look at that one and add it up. All right, so you started the day off with the breakfast of champions. Psych, you had cookies from Crumble. After that, you had a small fry and 2 McChickens from a fast food establishment. And then you went to a Mexican restaurant and got some chips with salsa and queso and a chimichanga with some beans and rice on the side. Further on into the evening, you went to the movies and had some popcorn, slushies, and 2 candies. All right, after very little deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10. Somebody recently pointed out that there's either much deliberation or very little deliberation. There's no medium deliberation, and that is true. After much deliberation, after very little deliberation, there's no in between. To increase your score, I would recommend not starting your day off with cookies from Crumble. That's completely insane. Have a milkshake, you know? I would ditch the fast food. I would ditch the food from the restaurant as well. I would literally ditch everything from this entire day and instead substitute simple home-cooked meals. Instead of having a small fry and 2 McChickens, we can make a chicken sandwich at home with either some chicken lunch meat or a rotisserie chicken. We could have some blueberries like the last girl had, those giant-ass blueberries. And instead of going to that restaurant and having a chimichanga, we can make a burrito ourselves with a heavy focus on protein. Next.
What I ate today as a fatty.
Good morning, fatties.
Good morning. Why are you calling me a fatty?
I got 3 shots of espresso. I added some cupcake syrup, and then I'm just gonna add my protein shake.
Hold on. Did you say cupcake syrup? Hold on. I need to freaking get my ears cleaned out. Hold on.
I got 3 shots of espresso. I added some cupcake syrup, and then I'm just gonna add my
3 chocolate espresso with cupcake syrup? Is that what she said? Hold on.
3 shots of espresso. I added some cupcake syrup, and then I'm just gonna add my protein shake.
That's what I heard, dude. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. If there's cupcake syrup, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
And then I'm just gonna add my...
I'm guessing the protein shake was already pretty darn sweet.
She's beautiful.
Okay. Are we getting high off of this?
Delicious. I got my Red
Delicious. Yeah, sugar is pretty good.
Bull, sugar-free, of course.
What? What do you mean, of course? Didn't we just have like 20 grams of sugar straight to the dome piece 5 minutes ago? Now we're drinking a sugar-free drink? Was this first thing also sugar-free? I don't think so. I do not think so. I think we're very confused.
I got my Red Bull, sugar-free, of course.
You got your Red Bull in a plastic cup? It'll give you wee diabetes. Don't sue me, Red Bull. That's a joke. That is satirical in nature.
We're on a little road trip, so I got the little tornado thingies.
Oh, those frickin' things. Oh, those tornado things from the gas station. Oh my God. Get those things away from me, bro. Oh my God. Hold on, what flavor did you get?
Oh, I got the little tornado thingies. Also, I took a whole bag of the Heinz taco sauce.
What the heck? I'm just calling that a gas station taquito. Although we know the breading is a lot more puffed up on these things than an actual taquito.
This is a mild one. And then my mom got me a whole thing of
What are you doing? Are you even gonna eat the food or are we just gonna drink the sauce?
Heinz taco sauce. I don't know what this is. It's just chicken.
Santa Fe chicken. I like know the names of them and stuff.
Tuna.
A tuna sub from, hold on, what does that say? Jersey Mike's subs. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm into audio here, but it's gone. So just pretend you're listening to me eat. And then
I'm not upset that the audio is gone from the part where you were eating.
got a large root beer from McDonald's.
You went to McDonald's just to get a soda to go with your other fast food? Okay.
Dinner time.
A blizzard for dinner. The way we're eating right now reminds me of how I used to eat. I used to eat literally just whatever tasted good. Of course, once I stopped eating that way, I came to realize that none of that stuff actually tasted good. Once I stopped eating it long enough to break free of its hypnotic spell, I realized that it was all actually disgusting. But this reminds me exactly of how I used to eat. Hey, that looks like it tastes good. I'm gonna eat it. Like, it's got extra this, extra that, extra that, extra that. I'm in. That sounds like it tastes good. And that's literally all I would care about. And I had the physique to reflect that as well. Well, it is like a small blizzard though, so honestly, slay. Slay.
Anyways, I got cotton candy blizzard for dinner.
Cotton candy blizzard. I've never even heard of that one. That sounds crazy.
Delicious.
Delicious. Yeah, sugar is good.
Why? Just doing my walk of shame.
Are you going to throw this away in the Anytime Fitness trash can? Or are we gonna go work out right now? Nope, just that. All the people on the treadmills running, looking out the window, see you come and just take this and throw it away. Let's take a look at that one and add it up. All right, so you started the day off with a chocolate espresso, and I swear to God you said with cupcake syrup. And you dumped a protein shake into that chocolate espresso with cupcake syrup. After that, you had a sugar-free Red Bull, and then you had some gas station taquitos. Further on into the day, you went to a fast food establishment and got a tuna sub with a soda on the side from another fast food establishment. And you wrapped up the evening by having a blizzard from Dairy Queen. All right, after very little deliberation, I have come to a decision. I'm gonna give this one a 1 out of 10. To increase your score, I recommend not starting your day off with a chocolate espresso with cupcake syrup. That's completely insane. Start your day off with a chocolate espresso with apple pie syrup. No, I'm just kidding. I would ditch that. I would ditch the protein shake, the sugar-free Red Bull, the gas station taquito, tuna sub soda, and the blizzard, and instead substitute simple home-cooked meals. Instead of starting the day off with chocolate espresso with cupcake syrup and a protein shake, we could have some blueberries, Greek yogurt, and a touch of granola. And we can substitute similar simple home-cooked meals with a heavy focus on protein for all of our other meals as well. So what do you think of my scores? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.